Good morning, everyone. Well, today I'm going to show you an evening look using two colors. One is Sterling Rose and the other is Raven. Sterling Rose is a translucent silver color which can also be brought up in intensity, and it's great for making a smoky look to other deep tones. And the other color in the crease along my lash line and under my eye is going to be Raven. And Raven is a blue-black like a raven's wing, and it has about similar shimmer. It's semi-matte. It can be used as intense as you want, as I stated, as an eyeliner, or you can buff it down for a daytime look. I've buffed mine down to wear for the daytime, as you can see. I mean, it has good intensity, but it's not overly done, and so all the colors are easily blendable. So anyway, I'm going to get started, and at the end of the video, I will swatch them on my hands for you, as I've promised to do. And that way, women with any skin tone, hair color, whatever, they can just see the swatch without it being on my face and determine if it's a color for them. All right, let's get started. Okay, gonna go ahead and finish up on my left eye to show you how it looks. I'm still wearing it on my right. And so, you know, we're going to put Sterling Rose eye color on the lid and the brow. And I also brought it down to the tear duct and down into the lower line here under the under eye. What that does is that, again, makes the eye pop, makes you look wide awake. It's a great color you can do that with because it's very neutral. And you can wear it for evening wear and daytime wear if you buff it out. Like I've buffed it out a little bit because I plan on wearing this today. But you can make this as intense as you like. Plus, I also brought it along the lash line ever so slightly. You can see it if you look really close. It's right along the lash line there. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started on the other eye. Again, I add my moisture because I like my lighter colors to pop a little bit more, to go on a little more heavy. And then I can always buff them down if I don't want it that stark. But Sterling Rose is a great shade. It's a nice, soft, translucent silver. It is great for just about any shade in our color palette because it tends to mirror whatever shade you put it with. It also helps enhance smoky looks. So when you mix it with Raven, which we're using today in the crease, Raven, we have what do we have? We have pewter, and that's another great steely blue gray shade. Let's see, Ocean Reef is one. Peacock is another one. You know, great shade to mix with those darker, more intense shades. Okay, I'm just about there. Bringing it into the tear duct. Now I'm going to come down into the corner just a little bit. So you can see what I'm doing here. It's just a little bit right there. I don't go in past the white to the blue outside portion of the iris. I want to stay primarily in the corner. And this will just, like I said, make the eyes pop just a little bit more and make you a little more wide awake. And you can get away with this color. It's so beautiful. Okay, now we're going to go ahead, and again, the darker colors are very intense, so I don't want my eyelid wet. I just want to take a little bit, again using my slant brush because I don't want dark color everywhere. Kind of gently place it, and then I open up my eye and kind of relax the lid, and as you can see, and I just kind of work it in the crease, and you can see it's starting to develop there a little bit of color. You want to go real easy with this because if you put it on like really heavy, it's a very intense color. Okay, then I just very gently touch the lash line with this shade. Okay. Don't need a lot. It's great. And then I just come off that color. I don't do the big angle like I do in my other shades because dark colors will tend to close down an eyelid. And when you have small eyes, it's not recommended. So I'm going to keep as much of the Sterling Rose across the surface of my lid to keep my eye big, bright, and open. And I'm going to really refine it to the outside corner of the crease and just along the lash line. This is a great lash line brush too. It makes a nice slant liner brush. Okay, that's looking pretty good. I think I'll go a little more intense in the crease, but I'm right about there now. Alright, this does take a little more effort, you know, in guiding the brush. You can't, on a lot of my other colors I can just kind of sweep them on pretty quickly, but when you are trying to create a certain look in the eye, you definitely don't want to rush it or go too fast, because then you'll be cleaning up a mess of dark color everywhere. And let me just touch up my other eye a little bit, because I want a little more of the silver carried over here. I got a little too far over with my... Okay. And then you can see that it's a little more intense than the right eye, but now I'm going to take my little buffer. So that's a little bit more what you would want for nighttime. Now I'm going to take my buffer and just kind of blend it down for day wear. And as you can see, now it matches up the other eye. So all the shades are really highly blendable. You don't have to worry about being stuck with a color that you're not quite happy with. Just take a blending brush or a large shading brush, or and just kind of go over it and just kind of blend it all together. Then what I also did to give a little more intensity with the mascara, I don't put mascara on my lower lashes, but I do when I'm doing an evening look, bring it down on the lower lash just about halfway, just a little bit, to kind of just follow through with that corner eye. And that will still prevent it from closing down, but it will just give a little more intensity to the eye in the evening, without making my eye get too small looking. All right, there it is. Okay, so that's Sterling Rose and Raven, and beautiful color. And I'll be back when my mascara's on and my hair's all curled, and then I'll demonstrate the swatches on my hand for you. Okay, we'll be right back. Okay, well, I'm back. My mascara's on. Everything looks great. My eyes are all done. And now I wanted to show you the swatches of this incredible color. As you can see, I've done 3, and what this is designed to do, and let me move it in the light so you can see the way the light refracts. You can see that the Raven has just a slight shimmer. It's semi-matte as a whole, and there's a little more shimmer in the Sterling Rose. What I did here, so that you can tell, is this one over here is applied dry, and this one over here was applied wet. So you can see the intensity you can achieve with this color in terms of lining the eye, really making it intense in the crease. If you really want to go for that really stark, sharp evening look, because as we all know, when we're out in the evening and lights are soft, we tend to need to bring the intensity of our eyes up. Plus, a little tip to remind you is always go with a lighter shade for more mature ladies. Anytime you use a darker or more intense shade on your eyes, you want to tone down the lips, because that's when you tend to age yourself. You get too old looking because you've got lips popping, eyes popping, and cheeks popping. So always keep your cheeks just always kind of muted, and go up and down with lips and eyes. So if the eyes are soft and muted, you can do a stronger lip color. If you're using a more intense look in the evening, go with a softer lip color. It just keeps everything nice and soft, and just prevents from aging. So again, the last look, and shifting it in the light so you can see it. And again, dry, wet, and foiled as well. So that's it. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I look forward to seeing you at the next one. Have a great day.